my dream job was not barn owner. I had a friend of mine who needed somewhere to put her, I don't even remember. It was at least 4, if not 8 horses, like immediately.
Oh, wow.
Loved this girl and went, come on. And showed up, you know, couple trailers, horses, they're all here, we'll figure it out. And we did. And then she moved away, and then, you know, we stayed in touch, and she and her boyfriend were going to move back to North Carolina and start training horses. And he was a certified clinician, and she had been doing it for years, like unofficially. And we went, okay, well, come on. We put in the power, we put in the water. They lived in their horse trailer and built all the stalls that are in our arena. Those were not there before them. We built those for them. And they started training, and I started boarding. I had other people's horses, 1 or 2, to support my horse habit before, right? That's the goal.
Right.
But now all of a sudden I have a training barn, and I'm a slave. I worked all day. I didn't ride. You know, I worked. Hay and feed, and you don't realize how much goes into this. And then they got an amazing opportunity up north and moved, and I went, I'm done. You know, and the phone's ringing, right? Because people know who we are. Great, you have openings? Nope, we're full. I kept 1 boarder, Diana and Roland. That's it. We're full, our horses and hers. And phone call and phone call and phone call, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I never want to do that again. And Whitney, who's got Bubba, was on our wait list. She was one that was like, well, can I be on the list for when you have an opening? Sure. And she'd call back, and she'd call back. And like her 3rd call, she was adamant. What is it going to take to get in there? You are where my horse needs to be. And I went, oh. Well, you would have to come over, have a glass of wine, shoot the shit, meet my other boarders, and we'd have to just see how it goes. And she said, great, what time? And I went, this chick might be my pupil. And I said, come by tomorrow. And Diana came to the barn, and she came to the barn, and we met, and we clicked, and that was it. I can do this. I can do this on my terms.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
I can set the rules. I can set the boundaries. I can be the crazy, unrealistic, here's what we're doing. I even said I'd have to meet your horse and see his stall to make sure he wasn't a pig. And after we met that day, she said, well, do you want to go meet Bubba? And I went, no, I was being dramatic. And she goes, he's right down the road. And I went, oh, okay. And we did. And we met him. But I got to do it on my terms. So then, you know, we invited Liz into the family, right? And Liz was one that we only had talked on the phone, right? She lived in another state. And when she finally did show up for the barn tour, she's like, can we hug? Like, I feel like we should hug. Pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, but like we were already friends. We had talked so much. And it just kind of went from there, where I said, you know, if we ever get more land, because we were small before, I would totally do this. I love this. On my terms.
Yeah.
I would love to take care of more people's horses and build my herd, you know? And when we got this property, which we almost got 3 others, they all kind of fell through at the last minute. You know, we maybe would have been in Huntersville. We maybe would have been over on the water over here, which is a great place. We were this close to getting that one. Didn't work out. Now we're right across from our original facility, and we've got the trails, and we've got this, and we've got that. And I have all these awesome people that if I had really just shut down and said, nope, not what I want to do, instead of just taking a beat for myself, right? Mental reset, and then figuring out I could do it on my terms, with my people, my way. Yeah, this is totally what I want to do.
Well, I think that's the beauty of being a business owner. If you do things correctly, is you can dictate how your business is run, who your clients are, how it's set up, the hours that you work, and still be very prosperous.
Wait, I can set my own hours.
Yeah, you can, if you choose to.
That sounds glorious.
You know, that's what's beautiful with you coming up, is that you have different people in your life that you can look at and be like, okay, how did this work?
Yeah.
How does it work? What were your challenges that you had? Because I can say when I started My Body and Soul in 2009, I never envisioned what it would be like today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And looking back, it's like all the trials and tribulations, I wouldn't have changed anything. And yet I've done it all on my terms.
Yeah. I'd change a few, but you know,
I would, and I wouldn't change anything. And it's one of those where people can look at me and say I'm crazy, but I can raise my daughter.
Yep.
I can be successful. I can make a difference.
Yep.
I can help horses. I can take a break when I want.
It's your life
for
on your
the
terms.
most part-ish.
Sure.
You're helping veterans.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that.
You're making a
I
difference
love that.
in that.
I don't fit anybody else's box.
No.
I've created my
Oh, me
own
neither.
box,
Love it.
and I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if I was work. I don't know what it would look like to work for somebody else.
I've done
But
it.
It's so possible to create your own reality.
Yeah.
I need to
And
create
let
my
it
own
out.
box. I like that.
You've been working on that.
Yeah.
Little side project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's
Uh-huh.
right. That's right. I
Uh-huh.
am creating my box.
And I support you 100%.
I know.
It's going to be
And
great.
it's here.
Yeah.
It would
Oh,
be.
she lives here now.
I know.
I love it.
Yes.
I just need to build tiny houses for like all my favorite people.
Yes.
And not just grow my tribe, my herd, but like grow my little compound.
And now that you live here, you know you're not leaving ever.
Right?
Right. Well, between, I mean, this awesomeness, right?
Yep.
Amy, Mark, the facility, the boarders, the horses,
Yep.
just having Chief like he's in my backyard. My neighbor, the sweet Mama Jean,
Oh my
baked me a
goodness.
cake.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's
Like,
the best.
like around Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
I just thought, I got the cake and I was like, okay, I wasn't going to leave. Now I'm never
Right.
leaving.
Never leaving. Bobby and Kathy are so amazing. Like, we're the best neighbors.
Yeah, they're very,
Yeah.
very, very sweet. Very, just love the area, and just love that I'm so close to my horse,
Yeah.
and and all the things I'm learning,
Yeah. It's good stuff.
and the fun, and but it's been incredible. It's been wonderful being here.
We
Just
love
it's
having
yeah. Well, thank you, but it's beyond words. Like the growth that I have.
you. And you have. It's
yeah.
been really cool to be a part of that and to watch and to,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're a factor. You're a factor. You're a
I
factor.
mean, right?
And,
You have
because
all the best people.
it's so cool to have people in your life that just add to the imprint or to like who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of you has a part, and it's your legacy, so to speak, because it builds me, it helps me be a better person, and then I can pass it on.
Absolutely.
And it's the butterfly effect, I guess you could say, but it's and you don't know who you touch, right? You don't know who you passed by, who you talked to, that the kind word or encouragement or the push,
Yeah.
right? Or the question, why are you doing that? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? It's a great conversation. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, they're in my circle.
Yeah.
I need that.
We all do. We all
Yeah.
need accountability and to have people that you can trust to hold you accountable and to be receptive to being held accountable.
Right.
Well, I think that's what goes back to who you let in and what you let in. Is yes, 2020 was an extremely hard year for so many people.
Mhm.
And you can look at that year in reflection, and yet I can say too that 2020 wasn't all that bad for me. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with amazing friends, amazing family, amazing horse family. And yes, I understand that 2020 had its challenges, and yet I look at it as here we are on the other side,
Yep.
not knowing what's coming forward, and yet
Yeah.
I joke, if we stay at the farm, we stay true to ourselves and stay within our people and our bubble,
Yep.
then all that other stuff can't overtly affect it. And if it does, you still have that support to lean on when it does.
And you have the choice to be
Right.
affected by it. Yes, a lot of stuff sucks right now, but do you have to let it ruin your world, your mood, your attitude?
Yeah.
You don't.
Be all you think about and talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Yep.
Definitely a choice.
We've had those people at the barn too. Had
And,
bye-bye.
Yeah.
I joke, just keep me on the farm.
Yep.
The horses. And the
That's where
people,
I'm
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't leave the farm very often. So little, in fact, that when we do go to leave, half the time the truck doesn't start. Because it's like, how many weeks has it been since we've gone anywhere?
What motivates you? What do you love about it?
I don't know that I'm the right person to ask that to, because I'm on autopilot, and you've seen me. I go from about 6 a.m. until I just crash at the end of the day, and it's not healthy. I don't recommend doing it the way that I'm doing it. So I don't know. Like I mentioned earlier, I fell into this, and yes, I created it my own way and all of that, but it's not something that I set out to create this business. I did always want to work for myself, and I did always want to get out of the corporate world, but I didn't know it'd be like this. I didn't know it would be this, and this is a huge blessing. Like, this is amazing. But I don't have a a fix-all for when you're down or when you're struggling. I pray a lot. I don't reach out to friends as much as I should. And I have a good core group that is always like, just let me know what I can do.
Right.
I'm way too independent, and I just stay busy. I got it. So I just do. Okay. I'm that hamster on a wheel. I've got Mark. I could not do this without Mark. I wouldn't want to do anything without him, honestly. This is not his dream, but he's embraced it because of his love for me, and because he does enjoy the horses, and he doesn't want to work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, but that's how I do it, is with his support and his love and his encouragement. And that's who encourages me when I'm down. Even if I don't seek it, he can see,
he knows
you're about to break.
Yeah, he knows you.
Yeah, he does. But then I have great friends that can see it too, where you're like, you've got to get off the farm. You've got to take a minute for yourself.
Right. Like
that. So, just have a good group of people around you to hold you accountable and keep you in check. Know what you want, know your boundaries, and don't get so caught up in it all that you can't stop, that you're not just a snowball rolling down the hill.
Well, and to have fun.
Have fun.
Work hard.
Yeah.
Have fun. Take moments.
And I am taking more time. We're going to a clinic on Saturday. I saw this great clinic at a friend's that I haven't seen in a while, and we're going, and that's awesome. I got somebody else to feed and somebody else to scoop the poop, and it's all going to work out. But yeah, more of that.
Why are you doing this if you cannot
Correct.
find time to have fun and enjoy?
Yeah,
Right.
There's got to be some balance. And right now I'm on that downhill slope, but eventually it will level out. It always does. Years and years of doing this, it always does. But yeah.
I've been, my timeline might be off. I think I've been giving lessons here for about 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
And just before I started boarding here, I noticed you started riding more. And taking time for yourself and doing groundwork and doing the giving the grounded horsemanship lessons. And in turn, yes, you're giving a lesson, but you're still maybe using your own horses, taking time for yourself. So I've noticed a big change in that, whereas the first, let's say, year and a half I had known you. I think you rode. Not
right. No,
did,
totally. But I didn't.
But you didn't.
Unless Diana dragged me into the arena and said, "We're riding today," it didn't happen. I was busy. I'm building something here. I'm doing something. Yeah, I don't. I don't have time for me. I don't have time for fun. I don't have time to go to the dentist.
Exactly. But then you look at, why do I have this then? What do I love about this? Well, I love the horses. I love riding. I love people. Then you should ride.
Yeah. Right.
And I know easier said than done, and I get that.
Sure.
But it's definitely, hopefully, making a change.
Yes.
That you doing this more makes a change for your health and your mental health.
Absolutely.
So you're not going crazy.
And that's a whole nother topic, actually, that we are going to cover, and I want to cover, is mental health and what we're doing as riders and as women, in addition to being with our horses, but to maintain mental health. So, if you want to come back for that, we'd love to have you.
Yes.
Yeah.